Hey guys, Mike from the Off Grid Shop here, and today we're talking about a buggy build, and today we're getting stuck into the kilowatt hour and understanding the watt hour and the reason we're choosing which battery for which application. Now we're taking these to Power Plus. There's an Australian-made battery down here in Victoria, in Australia, and I use these two as a really good example because both batteries have very different characteristics so you can understand. Now, when you're driving a car, if you think about the watt hour or a kilowatt hour, the watt hour is like distance traveled. So how long it takes you to get somewhere. So if you look at these two batteries, this is a 4 kilowatt hour battery and this is a 3.3 kilowatt hour battery. So this one actually has more same size, same physical size batteries, just the white one actually has more storage in it. Now, this one here has got more time and distance you can actually get out of the battery. And if you relate it back to cars, this black battery is more about power. So less storage, but more about power. So this battery here, we actually can pull that energy out a lot faster because it can handle higher discharge currents. That's what the black battery is all about. Now, when designing an off-grid solar system, we've done lots of systems here with these white batteries where you do require power. What you require is actually a lot more batteries. That's what it comes down to. So if you want to go with a cheaper alternative battery and you don't really want that power all the time, you can get away with actually putting these white batteries in so you get more storage, and it's about putting more batteries in so it can handle those very high discharge currents. Now, because we're limited space here, we've got a buggy, we're trying to fit, we're going to put 9.9 kilowatt hours in the boot of this. We might squeeze 12 in. I don't know how it's going to handle with all the different batteries and things like that. But as a physical dimension space here, we can sort of fit 2 of the black batteries this side, 1 on this side, and we can be able to fit all our cooking and cutlery and things like that just in the tray on the other side. So we might be able to fit 4 batteries in, but I'm pretty sure we're going to fit 3. So for us, we want the battery with the highest power delivery because we're going to have a big inverter. We're putting a 5 kilowatt inverter on this. If we're going to put a smaller inverter, we can get away with 1 battery because we actually don't need the battery storage in this situation. 9.9 kilowatt hours. I'll give you an example. The first house I took off grid in the middle of Sydney, the whole day, my house used about 6 kilowatt hours of energy. That's when we're really energy efficient. Now we've got electric cars and children. That's all changed. So yeah, guys, if you think about it like that, if you're thinking about the kilowatt hour, it's the thing that a lot of people don't understand is the difference between a kilowatt and a kilowatt hour. A kilowatt is the power and how fast you want something, and a kilowatt hour is the time and distance it takes to do it. So if you're thinking about driving a car, it's all about this battery here is going to get you a further distance, and you're probably going to want to do it slower to get that further distance. Where this one here is all about high power, short distance. It's a sprint. This is your dragster, and this is your touring vehicle if you think about it like that. So these are the batteries we're going to choose for our kitchen. Now, same for the battery for the buggy. Now, this has been one of the biggest challenges to find, a battery that's IP rated and has lots of discharge current. This buggy is actually a 48 volt battery. That's what actually makes this pretty simple for what we're trying to do, is flick from one battery system to another battery system because it's all 48 volt. The kitchen in the back is 48 volt. The drivetrain of the battery is 48 volt. Of the vehicle is all 48 volt. Finding a battery that's IP67 rated that actually has the ability as a 12 volt battery to be series as 48 volts, that can handle the discharge currents and all that sort of fun stuff and the challenges that come with the buggy, it's been crazy. Like the rally at the end of the day, we could have maybe looked at putting a load of these Power Plus batteries in here down at the bottom, but they're not IP rated. So that's the reason we haven't used the Power Plus batteries as a drive vehicle, because they're not IP rated. So literally they're not waterproof. So any water that gets in there, our battery is dead. So we're going to require to make sure that our little back on the back is all IP rated. It's really important that they're out of the weather, where we're looking for an IP67 battery down the bottom so we can drive through creeks and water and things like that, and they're not going to die on us. So the first couple of batteries we have tested, and we've had tested a few batteries in these buggies, they haven't even done what the data sheet said they should do. So we weren't happy with those. And we think we've found a battery that's going to tick all the boxes, except for everything but make Simon happy. So guys, I hope this has been really educational. It's a bit of a personal joke there. Hope this has been educational, understanding the difference between the watt and the watt hour and power and kilowatt hours. So when you're choosing your off-grid solar system or even maybe buying an electric car, it's going to help you with that decision. Thanks guys, and have a great day.